There blazed a spark of light that ever brightly shone from her starting days, imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown. Though someday she'd depart in part, I'd never be alone. In my heart I'll always be the son of
Joan. Only one Joan, so there's Joan. Which is fine. I think we need to look at this book again. Lauren Rafferty. What was that? In here somewhere, probably. Swashbuckle My Heart. Re-released. X marks the spot. Could the other publisher have a different name? Maybe. Let's try it. Buried Treasure. Warren Roottree from the author of the Court series. It also says to keep an eye out. Warren Roottree revisiting the diary 10 years later. Oh, that sounds important. Has many new passages. Oh, that was good. A major event happened. Death of Elias. The summary of Fallout has been added here. Notes. Well, some selected other pages. Okay. Revisiting the diary. Uses the same pictures, so that's fine. Elias Roottree died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud. Samantha Roottree. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retained the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. Run the farm. This is Samantha Roottree. None of the 5 theses were surprised with quite a shock, including Sam. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Yeah, exactly. Alright, well. Duh. Companion piece about the interesting. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottree. She's a fine woman. The kids are lucky to have her. Okay. Her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It has been long time since any real Roottree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As about Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother, her adopted grandfather. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair. She doesn't have the thick glasses that Patsy did, of course, but I guess that her children have that covered. Farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottree for as long as she was willing. Zach was made impressed with mother begged it a bit to calm him down. Candy. After all, I was essentially Harry the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person. Tim is a confirmed bachelor, but I suspect her fate took us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with them, and his roommate Mr. Miller. And Miller. More than I can say for Clancy, but it has let's see. Lacey quickly raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Eli's marriage seems fine and Jim's marriage seems all as rock. Pun intended. Rock. Oh, Jim. Jim is married to Diamond. I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. They're just planning on publishing my diaries. How many similar names there are, and I get it. There are 4 Eli's for Pete's sake. But that's how it is. Someone would say I saw Eli, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior, Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Our family's names were always initial. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and grandma, Gwyneth's father, were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. As an in was a junior, they're always the firstborn son. It goes for Miracle, Eli, even Clancy. Yeah, that's fine. The women, however, it goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Caroline was Elias's mother. The government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy purchase. I had to break the news they got my mother's name backwards. Another fun bonus. Apparently this is the first thing she could find. She could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger. She believes based on the teacher's name she must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't remember exactly the events. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home down and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me and lying about things, so I pushed her away too. I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry. I'm glad she is gone." Whoa, I didn't read all of this. Patricia, daughter of a local street mogul and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance when she was 16. She became pregnant after birth. Her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. Again, her baby Samantha was sent to the Rootrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she suddenly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and they finally married in their 50s. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic fire she was. Okay, so we figure out November. Maybe she's not a kid anymore. What else can we figure out about that? Butler County. Butler Summer Theater. I don't know. Maybe this will show something during the summer. Makes sense. Thank you for making your 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned. November Studios. A local dance school. They advertise for ballet and jazz classes. So maybe they should have called this place No Mention Studios. Nice thought though. It's some sort of dance thing. Only thing November. So dancer. Which gives us everybody but number 50. Sarah, Monroe, Joe, George, April, Lennon. We get these top secret files.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Okay. Okay. Who is EC? Farmhand. Spouse. what's interesting about Five Pieces is that it was 5 pieces, and yet Miracle is 14 years younger than the rest. So how could there possibly have been five earlier than that? Even here, the older one. EC is for egg and cream. Grape, elderberry, egg, cream. And Edward Clancy. So this has to be it. Yeah, like this has to be it. Woo! Filled in the entire tree. I'm good at my job.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree, and his partner was John Miller?
Yes.
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Alright.
I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree.
Okay.
Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser.
I just guessed. I was like, these guys? Yeah, John Miller sounds right.
Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin, Clancy, and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Okay.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary.
Yeah, I mean, that was obvious.
Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background, the 6th 5-piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
Yes.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottree. He nearly ruined the company.
With caviar.
When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions.
Selling new products, including maple crisps.
Ernie earned about $36.
Yeah.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry. Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust,
Yes.
but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
Yes.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money.
Yeah, sure.
The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning,
You can
set
just give that to
for
me?
life.
I'll take it.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more root trees somehow appear from thin air, this is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Yeah, I'm not. No, yeah.
We're rolling on down to the city.
On to the city. It received mixed reviews.
Saturday night in
And
your
after that one
quarters,
thing,
The
now
world
nobody cares.
must be burning, but I'm feeling right.
making ends meet.
There's another mystery to solve.
We can't
Roottree
afford
Mania.
gas, so we skate in the
New
streets.
game.
Guys all rush to
I'm a secret root tree. Oh, good. I can see where this is going. But we'll find that out some other time. Thanks. It's under new game. Find out what happens to the infamous family and a whole new mystery. So we'll check that out another time.